good old US of A and see what's going on. There's quite a bit going on down there. And let's fill the time with the news. Data dump shows 650,000 migrant criminals suspect free in Biden-Harris's America. Guys, this was done on purpose. This is the Biden selection at work, and we told you guys a gazillion times. Biden selection, go back to our 2021 videos, 2020 videos. Biden selection, say hello to Amerifornia. The whole purpose of the Biden selection to be selected into presidency was for him to make America catch up to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. You had the blue states of America that were completely destroyed, but the rest of America needed to get destroyed. That's why I call it Amerifornia, where all these blue states are starting to move into the red states and turning it and polluting it with their crazy ways. And open borders is a good way to do that by bringing in a bunch of people that basically didn't build a damn thing in the country and didn't contribute a tax dollar to building anything in the country. And it's becoming a major problem. And President Joe Biden's administration is allowing up to 650,000 criminal migrants and suspects, including at least 13,099 migrant murderers and 222,141 migrants facing criminal charges to roam through American communities, according to the dramatic data dump by House Republican. So it goes in, it breaks down the numbers. All the numbers are there. And even Fox was covering it. Non-detained, non-citizen convicted criminals. Non-citizen convicted. Holy crap. So these guys have criminal records like Charles Manson. You guys have no idea how bad this is getting. And if you want more information, go back to our early Mike and the Knights in early 2021, March of 2021. Haitian invasion, migrant invasion in the South, Mike and the Knights. Great coverage on that if you guys want to check that out. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling here. Kamala Harris vows to stop the flow of illegal fentanyl after drug deaths hit record high on her watch. So fentanyl it used to come in from the southern Chinese province, would ship it in into the ports of Vancouver and Los Angeles. The Chinese were bringing fentanyl into the country over 10, 15 years. They would take the money and reinvest it into housing and leave the houses empty with that money that they made with the fentanyl. Chinese gangs. Now, the Chinese got smart because a lot of the West was catching wind of it. So they moved these factories to Mexico, where now they're producing fentanyl in Mexico at a rapid pace and bringing it from the south of the border. And there's a lot of people muling it through the American southern border. So there it is right there. America's youth is dying. And what do we say? The same exact thing. Now, this is proof, what I told you about Amerifornia, how America needs to catch up to Canada. Perfect storm, an opiate menace like never before. CCP, destroying American and Canadian youth. Money laundering by CCP Chinese, destroying housing affordability via fentanyl. Chinese gangs laundering fentanyl money in real estate, destroying Western society. It just doesn't end. It keeps going on and on and on and on. And these people look, Canada's dying. Fentanyl overdose problem. Homelessness and camps has increased in Vancouver 6 years ago. And this is the video here. We're talking about it. Look at this. The trail of dirty money in Vancouver linking housing prices and drugs and gambling. The video was made 6 years, 9 months ago. The trail of dirty money in Vancouver linking housing prices to CCP drugs, money laundering, and fentanyl. So what's happening in America here is they're catching up to Canada, right? They're catching up to Canada. That's what's happening in America right now. They are catching up to Canada. And let's keep going here. All right, we're still stuck in America here. Court rules against EPA's long-standing water fluoridation practices, provides compelling evidence that fluoride damages children's brains. Now, if you go back to my previous channel that was deleted on YouTube, in 2008, 9, and 10, we were making fluoride waters. We were making fluoride videos for you guys. We were discussing fluoride, how destructive it is, how it's just detrimental to your health. It's actually the complete opposite of what they've been trying to sell you for years, right? And this is a court victory, which is really good. And a landmark and federal court ruling has found fluoride levels in U.S. drinking water to pose unnecessary risk to children's IQ and cognition. The decision, which supports the science-backed claims that the fluoride Action Network and other health advocacy groups found that current fluoride levels endorsed by the Environment Protection Agency pose an unreasonable risk of children of cognitive development. The court found that fluoride levels of 0.7 mg/liters, the level recommended by the EPA, can lead to significant reproduction in children's IQ. Fluoridated water affects approximately 75% of Americans. Wow, this ruling is compelling because it confirms that the conspiracy theorists have been saying for many years populations are being initially poisoned without consent. And what's happening in Canada? Well, we got to cross Canada and America here. What are we crossing? Why? Because Calgary adding fluoride to water in 2024. Woo! So Calgary, people voted in Calgary during the last election that they voted to put, Calgarians voted 61% in favor of the move in 2021, beating those who opposed it by nearly 65,000 votes. So they want fluoride in their water in Alberta, Calgary, Alberta. And they're fighting for it there because they want it there. And speaking of water, atrazine in drinking water is sterilizing Americans. So I'm not sure what the atrazine is. I never really looked into it. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. warned that the chemical atrazine present in U.S. drinking water is sterilizing and feminizing the population. Whoa. During an interview with Jordan Peterson, RFK explained how toxic the chemical has been proven to cause frogs to become sterilized, feminized, and attracted to the same sex. So this goes back to the whole Alex Jones thing. If you guys remember, goes back to the whole same like Alex Jones thing, right? And let's move on. And Trump threatens to prosecute Google, accusing them of election interference. I think Trump should prosecute Justin Trudeau in Canada for election interference. Lots of stuff was coming out of Canada. I'm like, whoa, isn't this election interference? And then after, when Trump lost to the rigged election, Justin Trudeau, hours after the election results came out, it was a fair and transparent election in America. It was all fair. It was all fair. Because he knows, Justin Trudeau knows, if this guy gets into power in America, he's going to find a way to prosecute and arrest or do whatever he can to Justin Trudeau. Okay, so we got... let's move it along here. And FTC commissioner warns new report may hand big tech censorship playbook. So they want to get this enrolling as fast as possible because of accountability. And a lot of accountability on governments. They want to start censoring hard before the next administration comes in, right? U.S. Federal Trade Commission, FTC Commissioner Melissa has expressed concerns of the agency's own report meant to provide insight into big tech surveillance and privacy invasion might in fact end up enabling more of it. And then we gotta, I guess, pay for it. So I just wanted to read that headline for you guys. Now this is a deal breaker right here. This is a deal breaker right here, and I'm kind of choked. I'm kind of choked on this one. This one's kind of choking me out. FBI sees incriminating Kim Kardashian tapes from Diddy Mansion. That's a problem, guys. Because if the FBI took it, it's game over. We'll never see it. Just like the John F. Kennedy files and Who Killed Hoffa, right? So unfortunately, if it was a citizen journalist or a maid cleaning the mansion or somebody found those tapes, it would have been better off than the FBI finding it. The FBI is not going to do nothing about it, especially when you have a lot of high-end celebrities that are endorsing Kamala Harris. It's not going to look good. So the FBI won this one. So they're not going to release any of it. So that's that with that. Kind of like Donald Trump's laptop. Thank God. Donald Trump's laptop was left at... Hunter Biden's laptop. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind tonight. Sorry. Hunter Biden's laptop was left at some repair shop. Okay? And they blamed Donald Trump, saying that was a Russian plant that put that there. So, luckily, it was sent to the right place, and the right people found, the right people discovered, the right people were called, the right people, everything got properly done. But the FBI seizing it means nothing. It means it's gone. And Facebook built a VIP censorship pipeline for the White House. We kind of covered that earlier. And Biden's IRS denies Christian group tax-exempt status, and he stated that Jesus is affiliated with the Republican Party. So that goes to show right there that the Democrats are not religious at all. The Democrats are soulless, right? Not all, most. Let's just say most, so I don't get any hate mail here. And house-rich consumers are using their homes to help them get out of debt. Oh, wow, look at this. House-rich consumers. If you have equity in your house, do what? Now, here we go, guys. Do what Canada did. Yes. 7 years ago. What was I telling you guys? People are house broke. They're using equity in their homes as an ATM machines to get basic necessities. So this is proof of Amerifornia, that America needs to catch up to Canada. So now they want people who have money in their homes or equity in their homes to use that home as an ATM machine to buy food. And 7 years, 9 months ago, we were telling you the same friggin' things. Homeowners going broke, severely over leveraged, and using homes as ATM machines. Canadian household debt is growing, using homes as ATM machines, using debt to buy food. And this is going back years, folks. Canadian housing disaster, people using homes as ATM machines, over leveraged to the max 5 years ago. People borrowing too much. Homes are new ATM machines. 7 years, 9 months ago. So it just goes on. Look at that, 6 years ago, home ATM machine. I was warning you guys. Now, America needs to catch up. America needs to be in line with Canada, bringing it all down. And once Americans see how unaffordable things are going to get, there's a video I'm going to find. It was a live stream I did. I'm going to find that live stream for you guys. It was a live stream from 2001, from the Biden selection in January 2001. I was telling you guys how it's going to get really hard in America and how things are going to get very expensive for the simple fact that America's game is to catch up to Canada and make it so severely unaffordable that the average person can't even buy food. So I'm going to find that video and reshare it for you guys, okay?